Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MNPCTech.com and the Mod Zoo. How you doing? Unfortunately, tonight we're not going to have a Mod Zoo staff hangout. I know, yeah. Well, it's Super Bowl, and also some of us have some family obligations that we need to take care of. But we'll be back next Sunday. To tide you over, if you really need that fix, you can go to themodzoo.com, check out our podcast episodes. Also join our community forum and share your current build you're working on or ask questions. Hey, we're open to whatever you want to do to participate because it's great to know who you are and hear from you. Instead, I've got I don't want to call it an unboxing, it's more of a Mod Zoo staff reaction to a new case that came out. It's been out for a while. It's the Inwin 805, and Mosquito did a full review article on themodzoo.com. I'll put the link in the video description so you can check that out. This is basically the Mod Zoo staff hanging out and BSing in Greg's shop on a Friday night because, hey, it's fun to hang out with friends that share the same passion you have for PC hardware and modding. So this is what I have for you until the next Sunday when we'll do our Google Hangout again. In the meantime, I'll put the link to our Google Plus page so you can sign up for that and follow so you're notified when we do the next Hangout, and you can also post questions there or whatever. So thanks everybody for your support. Please like and share the video and let more people know about the Mod Zoo channel. Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MNPC Tech and themodzoo.com. We've got a special guest here. Cody from the Custom PC Enthusiast group on Facebook.
How's it going?
He's the original OG of the group. Don't piss him off because he can boot you out at any time. And we're going to take a look at the new Inwin 805. We've got Mosquito, PC Pack Rat, Nubosaurus, and Graham. Where did Graham go? Oh, there he is.
He's hiding.
Okay.
You can hide in the store, believe it or not. Hiding behind these friends.
True. Moving the curriness this year. Curriness. And if we only had screwdrivers, we could undo it.
Or not curly fingers.
Oh, gosh.
It's like working with Primo Chill fittings.
See, I don't know what you're talking about. This one's easy. It's tempered glass, so it should, as long as you don't hit the edge. I think that's when tempered glass breaks.
Well, I mean, you can break it. It just kind of...
So it's got little rubber O-rings that it sits on. And it tells you which way to stick the power supply. Don't stick your power supply facing down.
Because there's no hole.
Because there's no vent.
I wonder why they didn't put a vent on it.
How to stick it.
Yeah. Who do they think they are? The guys who designed it or something?
Wait, so there's no ventilation in the back, in the
On the
bottom?
bottom, no.
Yeah, I wonder why they skipped that. Seems like there should be room.
The clean, smooth look.
On the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, we would want anyone to...
It's interesting that it's brushed this way.
I like that.
But that's the
Instead
way
of
all
that.
the Indians, 904 and whatever, are brushed that
It
way.
looks good this way, because if you do...
Is it? I thought it went up and over.
I think it does.
But I think it's brushed sideways still.
What do we have for IOs here, Greg?
Looks like it's got 2 USB 2s, USB 3, and the new USB Type-C plug, 3.1 Type-C plug. Audio, you'd have your mic and your speaker, headphones. It's got 2 little LEDs. One for power, one for activity, I'm sure. And the switch feels good, but no reset switch.
So you said there are pop rivets. Where are mom rivets?
It's too early for surly, Captain Curry. Greg, does that front glass come off?
Maybe.
No intake on the bottom, no intake on the... So where does it get the air from the front?
They were first.
Must just be relying on that little...
Tiny gap,
Yeah.
16th
It's
of
a
inch.
miracle. That's how it gets his.
Thank you, God, for giving it air.
It looks like there's a little bit of space underneath, like there going down in front of the drive, so maybe it can suck some in from the bottom, but
Not near enough.
Suck
Probably
from
not.
the bottom. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm not going to dispute that.
there's a little something right can't get my hand in there, but
No, but
looks like this.
that bottom there, the fan goes all the way.
Are there screws right here? Hold my beer.
Beer assistant. Now this
And the case is on fire.
now this is
So the monkeys are trying to figure out how to remove this front glass
I don't know. I
plate.
can't see anything from this side.
Have you seen? No.
That's the pop rivet. You can't take out a pop rivet grip.
No, it's definitely in the top
That's a
somewhere.
pop rivet.
It's hoping you're here. I don't think it's on this side of the glass because that would be pretty dumb.
well, there's screws right there.
That's a pop rivet.
Are you sure?
Oh boy.
Fairly sure. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, and it holds this panel in.
How many monkeys does it take?
To be fair, I can't see anything except for the screws that we already took out on this end.
We're being just like the government.
end
We got supervisors and the guy doing the work.
And nothing's getting done.
One guy doing the work. I didn't even notice there's an Inwin logo in here behind the glass.
Yep.
There's not one. Why am I getting involved? This is just not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ping
Hold a
gong.
step back.
The ping
Where's my-
gong
wait,
screw.
my beer was there.
Wait, yeah, I moved it.
I borrowed it to him.
Don't touch my beer.
Should we just break the
I was
glass?
doing you a favor,
Should we
buddy.
just do it?
I'll just try and
No,
take
it's,
This is an emergency.
hold on.
This is an
Break
emergency.
glass in case of emergency?
I have a knife that can break glass.
No.
Do they have a hammer?
Is there anything in the
include a hammer with
instruction manual? Does the book say how to do it?
There were no instructions in the manual, just identification of what to do it.
It's caught up here, guys. It's caught up on here on this piece.
That's probably what it is. Probably gotta take the side thing out.
Yeah, but how do you do that? Because these are pop riveted.
Hey, Greg, you got a drill?
I have an idea. Hold on.
Sorry.
Google it. Siri? Ask Siri. She might know.
That's what I'm gonna do. Siri, how do I remove the drive cage on an Inwin 805?
How would Siri know what you said?
Let's see. Okay, I found this on the web for how do I remove the drive cage on an Inwin 805.
Inwin?
It says Inman.
I know.
Siri, how deep does the Inwin
No, there's screws.
805 go?
Gotta be a screw.
There's screws on the feet.
Yep, right there.
Hidden.
Checking. Here's what I found on the web
Wait,
for how
wait,
to
wait,
use
wait.
the Venice
No, they're not popped.
No, that was definitely.
Venice, Italy.
Venice,
But
Italy.
it's not. It's just
Hey, there it is.
Was it a screw?
So you got to take the feet off, the front foot
To take
off,
your cage
to take
out.
the drive.
Take the drive cage out. Wow.
And there's that's the only one.
You could leave it off.
or smoked acrylic.
Smoked acrylic with a different design.
So let's see.
That would look nice.
So I know we're missing feet on the front.
Smoked acrylic that actually mimics the same.
Yeah, I kind
Cutouts.
of agree with. That's actually a cool pattern though, even without the glass.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do shadow. You could even like a white acrylic with LED light inside.
But you know what? You're
Through
not
there
getting a
would
whole
look
lot of.
pretty
Look,
good.
look at that design. Does not give you a lot of airflow, anyways.
Well, yeah.
Because
Why
it
not?
draws the air from the bottom, though.
Yeah, it really does.
In the weird ass-shaped 180
It's gonna
mil.
hold its heat.
Someone tell us what fan fits in there?
I bet you 100 and
Where?
In this big hole here.
I bet you a 120 fits here and there, and then there and there. If only there was one in this place.
They cross over each other.
No, I think you only have the option of one.
So it's one or the other.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm pretty sure they'll line up with those four.
Or some prototype 180 mil fan. That's down
Actually, it fits there. No, so you could technically get both of them in there.
Oh, really? You could put it. You could put a 240 in the basement.
Because this one's lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I guess so.
Must just be the way they cut these holes out that makes
like
it look
they have a
weird.
big
Put the apple on real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get
A
both.
big gap that doesn't do anything.
Oh my. You really could get a 240 in the basement.
As long as
You'd
your
have
power
to.
supply is
Where
short
else
enough.
would you put it?
Yeah, your power supply is short. Yeah. I would like to see a little more frame in here, a little more compartmentalization.
A basement?
Yeah, basement. I'm a big sucker for basements these days.
I really like the front, even though everybody's talking about how little airflow there is, or presumed to be. It looks cool.
I like that it would look it's a full-size window because the side panel is the window.
Yep.
Both sides even.
Yeah, well, the back I don't, because it doesn't hide your wiring. Your
Yeah, this is
problem
not. That's what I meant by two opening. It really
yeah, I
does.
mean, you got all these openings, and then you're going to put a glass panel on here that you're going to see right through.
Compartmentalization on the bottom would be nice, but they need the option to flip the power supply up or down. Being able to add more airflow in there would be really nice. And the SSD options, all the different mounting positions, is really cool.
Just enough
Really
that
cool.
it doesn't get too far above this.
You're gonna say,
Ask me. Pick me. Wait, what are we doing again?
Like a GPU shroud is so essential today now to I think to offer to get to the gaming
shroud or a
crowd.
PSU shroud?
PSU shroud, like a bottom.
I was
like a
wondering
basement.
GPU
What the
shroud.
hell?
You said
Like,
GPU
why-
shroud.
All right, well, I'm 2 beers in.
Yes, you are.
Let me speak on his behalf. I think what Stu's trying to say is he likes the case and he would wish that they would include a PSU shroud on it.
Or you mean a basement?
Yes, a
New
basement.
basement.
One thing I would say, like, after seeing these guys struggle, I wish this was a simpler design.
Yeah, I noticed that there's been a lot of time just dismantling this switch
Waste.
and confusion.
If I was going to describe the case anyway, I would say it was an expensive case to make a cheap build look good. That's what it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
nail on the head right
Yeah.
there.
Because you can do minimal investment, but with the case you can still make it look good. So
I think I'd rather have an H440.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At
I
this
think.
point, I
Yeah.
think I would.
Yeah.
Well, and
Or
here's
an
the thing.
Noctis, if you care
Yeah.
worried about
Well,
airflow.
and here's the thing too. You could do a Noctis, an H440, even a Cooler Master case, and do a glass panel
You could, and you'll still have enough money left over to get a better GPU.
or a better SSD.
Still not gonna happen. Well, okay. First time I saw this case, what I liked about it was very minimalistic design, and forgetting custom loops for a minute. If you're doing a simple build with an AIO, which a lot of people do, I think you can pull a really good build with a couple hard drives, a nice looking system.
skip the hard drives. One
Whoa.
SSD, done.
Greg,
And your
if you want to be a gamer,
and your cables have better damn well look.
here's the problem with one SSD. You can't be a gamer with one SSD.
You
You need
You have to be judicious.
You need to have like a dedicated hard drive to store all your
How can
games.
you 1 terabyte SSD? You can't be a gamer.
Okay, not
Well-
everybody as rich as you who can afford a 1 terabyte hard drive.
Says the guy that buys and sells GPUs like they're candy.
Yeah, but I lose money on them. We all have our issues. Leave me alone.
SSDs. You need to invest.
See,
in
all you need to
GPU
do is
flow
drop
in
one
SSDs.
video card, buy a solid state drive.
Yeah, but see, I still
Sorry
feel
for the feet.
SSDs. I mean,
Which
yes,
we have
you
to
put a
put-
couple SSDs for one for boot
I
drive,
think we
one for the game you really love.
Well, even a 500 gig SSD is pretty cheap these days.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Guess how
true.
much is my Steam library?
I don't know.
How many?
Or a
how many-
terabyte.
How many games do you play?
Yeah,
on
but
your
how many
Steam
of those
library?
games are you actively playing in your Steam library?
You're married?
What?
Are you married?
Yeah. How many games of those are you actively playing in your Steam library? I think I just made my point.
No. And does your significant other have multiple shoes? Do they wear all?
I
of
have
them at the
multiple
same
PCs,
time?
but I have multiple PCs too. I think is my point.
Exactly. Do you use them at the same time?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying.
Just
what's
because
wrong
I
with the
don't
500
play
gig?
my games
So what's wrong with
doesn't
the
mean-
500 gig gaming?
Because here's what happens. Ooh, I'm in the mood of playing that game. You go there. I gotta download it.
Oh,
20
if
minutes
only-
later, you're
if
out of
only
mode.
there was a feature with Steam that
this
maybe
is
I
for
could
the
play the
flip.
game on a
Okay,
different
yeah.
PC in the
It's right
house
here.
than where it was installed.
Okay, again, not everybody has enough money to put multiple PCs or space to have multiple PCs. You keep forgetting that. We are a different kind of market when it comes to hardware.
Fair enough.
I like the front hex vent sort of stuff, except it's like a vent to nowhere.
Finding which.
It's too bad.
That'll be the title of the review.
Vent to nowhere.
You could spend money
back.
on different cases
Just put it on.
and do customizations to it and get a little bit more of what you want. You could get a case of the basement. You could do, and if you wanted glass, you could do
But you're
glass.
not gonna get this quality though.
But, yeah, I mean,
Actually, you know what? I will say there's a couple brands that I can think of that will offer quality close to this: Fantex and Fractal.
Yep.
You said fractal.
I know I said Fractal.
He never says fractal.
I know I never
He's
said.
know.
He's a Fantex fanboy.
I'll say it openly to Fractal. Think outside the box. Literally.
Don't seem like they will. But.
So there you have it, the monkey reaction to the Inwin 805, and we're gonna watch Mosquito do a full article review. Do you have any idea what hardware you put in it?
Whatever I have out.
It'll be an AM1.
Yeah, no, actually. The only AM1 I have is already in use.
AM1 with an AIO?
No, stock cooler.
No.
It'll be a stock 40 mil cooler and
Friends don't let friends use stock coolers.
AM1 with the
Unless you're
EATX board.
oh man, unless you're making a hover or a drone out of an Intel
jeez.
stock cooler.
Those are not my friends. They're not my friends.
actually, you know what? You mentioned that. I was thinking at work. I'm like, ooh, we should try one
You
of
know,
the Deltas.
you know, one of the things I'm noticing too.
We had one. It's
There is
not
no
serious.
good cable routing ties. There's no cable tie points in the back here.
Huh?
I have Deltas with
That's why they
35
included all
mils.
those.
These are.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
The cable.
Double stick tape cable tie points.
They're not cable tie points. They're clips.
1.6 amps because we were.
They're not just little loops that you stick on the back.
It was
of your
like.
But these are still gonna pop off. Like
It's not even 3M.
it's not even 3M.
Not if they're squished with glass.
It's not even 3M.
Although it is green Scotch.
It's
so
four
it could be
squared. It has 4 squares on it.
I think
Look, once you put the glass on and mash your wiring to that back aluminum, it'll hold it.
Right? Who cares? Who cares if it's? Yeah.
I don't. I think it's a lot. It's a lot of money and a lot of work to make a pretty building here. Is what I think.
But it's the outside that's supposed to be pretty.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah, but I can see the back. Because somebody thought it was a good idea to put a a window on the back.
It lets you have a challenging build experience. Think of it this way.
Yes, right. I'm spending a lot of money and a lot of work.
And if you think about it, it comes with 3 SSD mounts. I mean, what do you want?
4.
Comes with 4?
4.
Yeah.
There's 4. There's one on top of the drive gauge.
Unlike the
No. I said the actual
But you're
physical
a-
mount, not the mount locations.
No, there's 4 trays.
There's 3 trays on the
There's
back.
there's
and
3
one
trays
on
on the back. There's 4 tray over here. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I
It
know.
was removed before.
See, Fantex would charge extra.
They would.
Give you
That is
Whoa.
true.
They would, but the case would be half the price.
the Evolve is $200.
Yeah, Evolve is an aluminum sex thing machine.
That's an aluminum sex thing machine.
With
Yeah, it's
no,
glass.
with how many?
And
I was gonna
aluminum.
say, yeah, with how many tempered glass windows
All
does the
aluminum.
Enthuse have?
I think I still would go with the Fant. I'll defend Jesse. I think I'd still go with the Fantex and then get a
Yeah, but
an
guess
NPC
what?
tech
If I
custom
drop
window.
the panel on
And
my
just use
Evolve,
1 terabyte SSD, so you don't need
the other one
extras.
Yeah.
2 at the most.
or actually get one of those.
You know, the sad part is I still don't own
Glass panel.
I still don't own a 1
Glass
terabyte
panel.
SSD.
Minimum
Actually, you really want me to hand this to you?
No, you've been drinking.